That is Tom Cruise sprinting as fast as he can. And I just beat his fastest mile time, which actually isn't that fast. But for every celebrity's mile time that we beat, the next ones get even faster. And some of the celebrities are really, really fast. The next celebrity to beat, Kevin Hart, who split a 6:27 during a 5K. Now, he could probably run faster, but this is the fastest recorded time for each of the celebrities. So now, let's go beat it. Let's get our second mile started here, trying to beat Kevin Hart's 6:27. Now, 6:27 isn't too fast, but it is just our second celebrity mile. Since every mile gets faster, there is a lot of strategy needed. I don't want to go too fast here and then make myself more tired for the faster miles, so the key is running just below 6:27, but not too far below. And I'm actually running a little bit too fast right now, hitting about a 6:10 pace. I was amped up, ready to run, and the adrenaline is making me go too quick. So as I head into the final lap of Kevin Hart's mile, I know I'm going to be able to beat his time. But the key is going to be chilling the last lap so I can get as much rest as possible for the next mile. These celebrity mile times ramp up really fast, and the final ones are actually a little bit scary. But anyways, I'm on the home stretch now of the Kevin Hart mile, and I'm going to cruise it into the finish with a 6:16, a little bit fast. All right, 6:16, super chill. Kevin Hart, I'm sorry, but low-key, your mile is just a warm-up for the super fast miles we have coming up. That's 2 down, 3 to go. Now we're moving on to the so-called monster of the metaverse. Mark Zuckerberg threw down a 5:53 mile from this Facebook post from a few years ago. Honestly, pretty fast for a tech mogul billionaire. Just a little bit faster than Kevin, still not too fast. 5:53 coming up right now. So mile 3 is going to be the first one under the 6-minute mark. And honestly, I'm pretty surprised Mark Zuckerberg could throw down this fast of a time. Remember, some of these celebrities might be able to run faster, but I'm going off the fastest recorded time, which for the Zuck is 5:53. Now, I'm pretty confident about being able to beat 5:53 right here, but this is the first mile where I'm gonna have to put in a little bit of effort. And again, remember, we don't want to run too far under 5:53 because we still have 2 miles after this that we have to save the legs for. So I'm halfway through this mile, and yet again, I'm running a bit too fast. I want to make sure I don't fail accidentally on one of these early miles, so I'm building a little bit of a lead on Mark to make sure I beat him. The fastest 2 miles are still coming up here, and these 2 remaining miles are fast. So fast, in fact, that I'm not sure I'll be able to beat them. But I will be able to beat Zuck's fastest mile, finishing it up in a 5:46. Little 5:46 right there. A little bit fast. Zuck, you just got zucked. All right, so we're over halfway done, but the 2 miles left are very difficult. Very, very fast miles from 2 pretty fast dudes. But before I tell you guys who the next mile is, let me tell you about the sponsor of this video, Perplexity. Perplexity is a next-gen answer engine that makes shopping a whole lot easier. It is quite literally the best way to shop, helping you compare products and get gift ideas. So earlier, I was looking for a running watch, and I only had $200 to spend. I also want to make sure that the battery life of the watch can last an entire marathon. So I can type that exactly into Perplexity and have it spit out a bunch of different options that match exactly what I want. And then if I want to buy the Forerunner 55, all I have to do is click buy. Compared to searching with Google, Perplexity makes it much easier to find any relevant product by comparing all the products on one page and making it so you only need one search. With holiday shopping coming up, Perplexity is the perfect tool to help you find gifts for all your loved ones. Do you know someone who's just getting into running? It's an easy search for a gift in Perplexity to get a ton of options. So check out Perplexity for all your holiday gift shopping via this QR code right here, or click the link in the description. The next celebrity that we're gonna be going after is actually an athlete. One of the greatest athletes of all time, Michael Jordan. So back in 1986, Michael Jordan shows up to training camp, runs a 5:22. Now this is a pretty quick mile. Michael Jordan, second best basketball player of all time. But if I can beat him on the court, I can definitely beat him on the track. Let's get this. Okay, here we go. A 5:22 is the time to beat. Now MJ's mile is the first mile I feel like I could legitimately fail at hitting. 5:22 is a pretty quick mile time, running just over 80 seconds per lap. On top of that, I already have 3 miles in my legs already, which makes it much harder than running it completely fresh. But at the moment, as I finish up the first lap, I'm feeling pretty good. I come through the lap in 77 seconds, putting me well ahead of pace. But my biggest worry now is that I might have gone out too fast and could die on the final laps. See, I haven't run a 5:20 mile in a while. Actually, the last time was during the beating YouTuber mile times where I ran a 5:17 to beat KSI. And if I'm being honest, that mile was pretty difficult, but I put in a lot of training since then, and this pace definitely feels a lot more comfortable. We only have about a lap and a half to go, and I'm still running faster than 5:22 pace. And with only about 2 minutes of running left, I'm hoping I can hold it together so I can beat Michael Jordan. In the back of my mind, I know I still have the fastest celebrity mile to go too, so I'm trying to slow down a bit to run as close to 5:22 as possible. But it is a bit too fast as I finish with a 5:15. Casual little 5:15 right there, but I don't want to speak too soon because we're coming up on our last celebrity mile, and it is even faster. So our final mile here, the fastest celebrity mile, you guys will never guess it. It is by Harry Styles. Now, Harry Styles, somehow, someway, has pulled out a 5:13 mile. So Harry Styles allegedly just like hit this in training, but if I have one thing over Harry Styles, it's my speed on the track. Let's live while we're young and hit this 5:13 mile. Oh man, guys, I am scared. Besides Ryan Trahan's impossible 4:15, this is the fastest mile time I've ever attempted to beat on this channel. After running that 5:15 for the Michael Jordan mile, I feel like it's doable, but it is going to be tough. And I did just run that 5:15 right before this mile, on top of a 5:46 before that. So the question is, can I beat Harry Styles' fastest mile time after I've already ran a bunch? Well, honestly, I got out a little bit hot. I really wanted to run this mile and beat every celebrity's mile, so the adrenaline kind of powered me through the first lap. 5:13 is about 78 seconds per lap, and I run the first 2 laps in about 75s. So since I'm ahead of pace, it now becomes a game of how much am I going to die. I felt not terrible through the first 2 laps, but I am definitely feeling the exhaustion as I suffer through this 3rd lap. But just like that, we're on to the final lap, and I want this one bad. I'm hurting here on the final little bit, and I'm pushing pretty hard. And I'm able to finish in a 5:05, officially beating every celebrity's fastest mile. I'm tired.